Hello, 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 and welcome to Get Comfortable by Lizana-Prodeaux. I am the voice behind Get Comfortable. The other day, this has been maybe 4 days, I had a vision of a woman, and for the sake of this video, we're going to just say that her name was Mary. I don't know why that name has come up, but I've re-recorded this more than one time, and that's the only name that I am supposed to give. So take that if it resonates. Maybe your name is Mary, or somebody you know's name is Mary. Please excuse the noise. I'm sorry. I just don't understand sometimes the things people do. Anyway, the vision was of a young lady, and Mary, her name was her name. She was walking down the street, and she had come across a cross street, and on the corner were about 3 or 4 females. And as she was walking by, she can overhear them talking about, some of the other women calling one of the ladies out of the group Mary. And so, just being friendly, she slowed down and she said, "Hey, which one of you girls are named Mary?" And she said, one of the girls said, "My name's Mary." And she said, "Oh, she found it strange. I mean, Mary is a common name, but however, it's not so common in this day and age, right?" And she said, "My name's Mary too." And the young lady who she was speaking to was taken aback and wasn't really pleasant with her, I guess, more so that she interrupted her and her conversation and things of that nature. So in the midst of them talking to one another, her attitude was off-putting to the original Mary who was walking down the street. And they ended up, going back and forth. And Mary, that was originally walking down the street, is a very lighthearted, sweet person. She didn't mean any harm by it. She just had heard her name and just wanted to let the young woman know her name is similar or the same. And this woman just had a very nasty, negative attitude and didn't want to converse with her. So fast forward, I sat on this vision for a while because I didn't know the meaning. It's very rare that I have visions like this. So what stood out to me was that, coming across somebody with the same name, but, something with the same name really is supposed to have the same significance. But in this situation, it didn't, because the Mary that was walking down the street was different than the Mary she encountered. And so it wasn't until an hour ago that I realized what this message was for. Some of you are in a connection, or were in a connection, where you and the person didn't make it. You thought it was best to part ways or whatever. And part of the reason is because the person you were with didn't believe that you were the Mary walking down the street. They didn't believe that you were positive. They didn't believe that you were as sweet as you were, and that you were just a good overall person. And so since you guys have separated, you may have seen this person be with other people, in relationships, having a good time in life. But I want you to know that they've been looking for you in other Marys, okay? And no matter how many Marys they meet, no other Mary is like you. And I'm not saying that your name should be Mary, but what I am saying is that you have qualities that these other women don't. You have qualities that these other men don't. And whoever I'm speaking to, the person you were involved with didn't take you for face value. They thought that what you brought to the table was some type of facade. It wasn't real. But in reality, it was real. And because now you guys are separated and they have supposedly moved on and want to make it seem like they are happy, they can't even begin to tell you how much they miss you, how much they love you, and how much they really wish that things between the two of you would have worked out. Because no matter where they go and how many people they encounter that they are trying to take serious romantically, it doesn't work because they are not you. Oftentimes when we're in relationships, whether it's because we're young, we're not in the right space at the time, we take things for granted because it's something we may not have ever encountered before. How many times have you met someone and they're just completely different than what you're used to, either because of the environment you've come from, because of the people you've been around, because they're too nice, or they're too sweet, or they handle business a certain kind of way, you know? And we have to take a look at ourselves and check ourselves and say, hey, I'm not used to this, but is this something that I want to work on? With this person, you were the sweetest, kindest, nicest person, and for them, they hadn't been around a person like that before. You know, you brought things to the table and tried to grow them and mature them in ways that they just were not ready for. And so it's always easier to be around people who are on the same level or below you. Very hard to raise your elevations and be present with somebody who you have to rise to the occasion to meet and be on their level, you know? And it takes a special person to realize, hey, I'm not where I want to be, but this person motivates me to do better. And that's what I want to do. So for whoever this message is for, things may look like this person has it all together. It may seem as though this person has everything that they wanted. They're doing really well since you guys stopped speaking. But that's not the truth. This person is looking for you in every person that they meet, every person that they're trying to take serious, because the person that they should have taken serious was you. So I just want to let you know that. I'm not going to go on too long, but there's no other Marys out there, okay? And for men, there's not a lot of, let's say, Martins out there. You are and were the total package. And if this person does find somebody that they're compatible with, which I'm sure there's always somebody else that you're compatible with. I know people don't like to hear that, but sometimes people are the better option. And in this situation, you were the better option. And they just didn't know what to do with you. So you will find somebody else that knows what to do with you and that is willing to put the work in to rise to your level, or you'll meet them and they'll already be on your level. You know, it won't be such a push and pull. So I love you guys to the moon and back, but of course, God loves you more. Please take care.